Hello everyone. If my speech sounds a little bit weird, I still got a numb mouth. I've had root canal. But anyway, different training Tuesday today. It's like a bit of a story time training Tuesday. And it's about the hardest dog I've ever found to teach a recall to. And that is Mr. Lannister. At home, he's really been difficult. His food drive and his toy drive is reasonably high, but not high enough to override the I'll come in because I'll get a toy or a treat. So I was like kind of stuck. I tried the long line and he was perfect on the long line. As soon as I took the long line off, back to square one. And what he'd do was he'd go and sit in that field and he'd just wait, and he may lie down and you call him and you got nothing. You go near him, he runs away. So he was just really stubborn on it, really determined on it. And I was using Pod at some stages to like capture him, so Pod would like sort of pin him and then I could get him, and then I was like leading him in. So he's got this collar with a handle which makes it easier to bring him in. Stop chattering, it's your mother. So then, but he wasn't too bad out on walks. Then I took him to the beach a few months ago and he was abysmal. Every dog he was running up to, no recall at all. Now he's running up to say hello, to investigate the dog, to see if the dog wanted to play. So I wasn't concerned for him that he was being anything like naughty. Katniss. But you never know what dog he's running up to, so I just had to be careful on that one. And it was just embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. So I kind of went, right, he's not going to the beach, he's on the lead on walks. And then I slowly started to let him off for short periods with lots of recalls. Always brought high value treats. And then he started to make a bit of progress. And then what I've changed to now is I always come out with a treat pouch. Always got good treats, like that's JR Pet Party. Winifred, it's naughty. And then we got different treats. Since when do you jump up for food? So it's been lots of reinforcement out in the field without him coming in. And it's just been treat, call him treat, call him treat, call him treat. And then eventually start walking in. And then I'm just like drip feeding him treats all the way into the house. And we made some real progress at home with that technique. And then took him to the beach 2 days ago now. And he was excellent. We had our recall back. And he was good to go off lead, and I had recall and I was in control, and he had a nice time and I had a nice time, and sort of feel like we've cracked the recall. I'm not saying he's a dog, he's a boy, especially boys. He will have times when he's a bit slow on the recall, but 2 of his recalls at the beach, Lanny, he was playing with other dogs and he was quite high energy play. And yeah, he still recalled Lanny. Yes! And Nala's in season and he recalled away from her just then. So like twice when it was quite high energy situations, he still recalled. So if you've got like a tough dog on recall, he's the hardest dog on recall I've ever owned. It's taken forever to get it into his head, to teach him. You will get there just with consistency. And the other thing I do is like say in the mornings, you're best off like giving him his time and bringing him in the way you want to bring him in, like with the drip feeding him treats. So if that takes he needs a bit longer to wander before he is ready to come in, then that's what you got to do. So you've always got to allow yourself the time for Lani. Nala's in season, by the way, and she's obviously telling Kev off being a perf. So, and he don't get it, does he?
Stop then, no.
So yeah, and if say if I've got to go in, I got to leave in 10 minutes time, I'll bring Lani out on lead.
Angel!
So that he can't fail. I don't have to change my technique of getting him in because I haven't got time for him. So basically, it's like a management technique where I don't allow him to fail. And just gradually over time, it's really started to work. Oh, she's got poop on her.
I know. I've seen her roll.
She likes to roll in fox poop. Out of all the dolls, it's not the dolls, it's her. So yeah, it's management, it's setting the dog up to succeed. You know, the long lining, I dare say, would help some dogs. Didn't work for him. And I tried toy drive, but if you threw a ball, he'd come get the ball and then he'd go away with the ball. So that wasn't working. And even if you had 2 balls, because he already had the one, he wouldn't come. So that didn't work. Tug toys, yeah, sort of worked. They worked in the field, and then as soon as you realised you were going in, they didn't work anymore. So yeah, I really have tried loads of things with him. But yeah, the drip feeding him treats on the way in, and treats, not kibble, because it's higher value. It's really turned the corner with him. So anyway, bit of a story time training Tuesday, and it's nothing complicated, but it's just to say, like, no matter how difficult or awkward the dog is, consistency is key, and you will get there. You know, even Nancy has made progress on recall, and that's Nancy. So, you know, and Lani, as lovely and as sweet as he is brain dead. Mind you, Kev's more brain dead, so, you know, there's degrees of brain dead I've figured out since having so many boys around. Finnick's the only boy that's not really that brain dead.
No, he's just a sweetie.
Yeah.
Kev's a sweetie, but brain dead sweetie.
Pod's like on the higher edge of brain dead, as in he's got some brain cells.
Yeah.
Not many. Good boy, Lani! And every time he comes, he gets some reward. Ignore that, he got a bump on the back of his head. That's bleeding a bit. I'm going to have to put some spray on that again. So yeah, if he comes, he gets rewarded. If he's come from like a high energy situation where it would be difficult to recall most dogs, he gets like a jackpot. And when I say a jackpot, what I mean is he might get some of the JR Pet Party, or you'll have like a handful of treats, you know, just a big handful like that, where, you know, it's worth him coming back from the harder situations. Lani, you gonna sit? Lani, ready, Pod? Angel, Pod. Aria nearly caught. So yeah, anyway, just to give anybody who's struggling with recall a bit of hope, it can be done. I never thought it'd be done with Lani. I just thought I was always going to struggle with him, if I'm honest, because it took so long. But yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed, and hope my speech wasn't too bad with the numb mouth. Katniss. And yeah, see you all soon. Bye.